Hi guys, welcome back. We are switching up the videos a little bit. We are going to do some chatting while we do this and talking, so let's see how this goes. You guys can let me know after a few videos or even in the comments of this one if you guys like talking better or the ASMR quiet ones. Anyways, today we are going to do a classic chocolate chip cookie. We are going to dip them in chocolate just because they're better that way sometimes. So let's get started. I don't particularly like mixing by hand. You absolutely can, but I don't like to. We are going to start with a cup of butter. I like it really cold. I slice it so it mixes, I don't know, a little bit better. And a half a cup of sugar. Oh my gosh, guys. We're going to pause for a second because I totally forgot the attachment. Okay, we're back. We might need this. Okay, we're just gonna let that cream together. Okay guys, next we are going to add our brown sugar. I do more brown sugar than white sugar because we prefer ours a little more chewy. I'm gonna mix that in just a little bit. We just don't want any big chunks of butter, just nice and smooth. This mixer is a beast. It is shaking my table a little bit, but we're gonna go with it. Guys, I'm gonna scrape this down once and then mix it just a tiny bit and then add our eggs. I can unlock the mixer, that is. You guys can change a lot of things up in a chocolate chip cookie. The temperature of your butter, soft, melted, cold. You can change the amount of flour you put in it, the different ratio of white sugar to brown sugar, the temperature you cook it at. A lot of things make a difference. So kind of play with it, see what you guys like, change things up as you go. My eggs have a date on them because I have chickens. We date them with a dry erase marker. So 2 eggs, our sugar, our butter, and a little bit of vanilla, which I always measure with my heart, which is for most people a teaspoon. But we're gonna mix this until it's fully mixed together, scraping it down a couple times, making sure that it's fully incorporated before we add our dry ingredients. This mixer actually came from my mama, which my dad bought for her. We were just talking about it literally almost 20 years ago. Chocolate chip cookie is a staple in our house. Probably a few times a week we make them, and I don't particularly like them, but everybody else absolutely loves them. Okay guys, I think we're fully mixed. I'm gonna stop this and show you kind of what it should look like so that you know. So that's our wet ingredients. Give me one quick second and we are going to get our dry ingredients. Okay guys, I got my dry ingredients, which is just flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. Some people do use a teaspoon of salt, we just don't. Most people do mix their dry ingredients together first. I personally dump the flour in, and then the baking soda and salt. And then honestly, I just kind of let the mixer do it. You don't want to overmix this part. That's why you make sure your wet ingredients are mixed pretty good before you get started. Okay. Chocolate chips are all choice. Milk chocolate, semi-sweet, dark chocolate. You could cut chunks, you could use chips, whatever you want. That's about 2 cups. Kind of your preference on how much you want to put. You can add anything you really want to this, but this is just the basic chocolate chip cookie. And that is it, guys. So we're gonna get this off here, if I can figure out how, and we are gonna get these scooped up. Okay guys, I got my cookie sheet. I just got a little one. Typically I use a ginormous one that can fit 24 cookies on it because, like I said, we make a lot of cookies. This is another thing. You can use whatever size cookie scoop you want. The bigger you go, sometimes you got to turn down your temperature a little bit, but we are going to do just a regular size cookie scoop. at 350 for about 10 minutes in our oven. Your ovens can vary and change. It's really something you have to play with. I know you see a lot of recipes out there and they look so simple, but honestly, everything can change it. So just play with it, have fun, enjoy it. Don't take it so seriously. And even if your cookies turn out not very pretty, honestly, 99% of the time, no matter what they look like, they taste absolutely delicious. So, okay. We're gonna go put these in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes and we will be back. Okay guys, the cookies are out of the oven and cooling. I have, I don't know, about a cup of chocolate chips with about maybe a tablespoon of coconut oil. This is something else that changes a little bit because depending on how thick you want your chocolate, the more coconut oil you put in there, the thinner it gets. The less you put in there, the thicker it gets, so it takes more chocolate. Depends on how far you want to dip yours. We just dip ours about halfway, and this or maybe a little bit more chocolate should be enough. So we're going to microwave this, and we're going to get our cooled cookies and get them dipped. Okay guys, here's the cookies. I popped them in the freezer so that they would cool a little bit faster, and I like them a little bit colder. Melted chocolate. Of course, a cute little board to put them on. Isn't it so cute? We're gonna put this on there though because it's going to be messy. Just dip them about halfway. You'll want to check your chocolate about every 30 seconds, guys. And I just dip the end in a little bit. You could put a little bit of flaky sea salt on this. You could do sprinkles, like we do sprinkles for like Christmas time when we do little gifts. You could put coconut, chocolate chips, really, you could put anything on top of the chocolate if you wanted to. Or like I said, this is just a delicious regular chocolate chip cookie if you want to just go with that. You don't even have to dip them. I think I could fit one more on there, guys. I think so. You could honestly eat them just like this with the chocolate melted, but we are going to pop them into the freezer one more time. This is just the regular chocolate chip cookie, guys, if you want to eat it. It's a little cold right now. Tasty, yummy. Yes, absolutely delicious. Let's take these and pop them in the fridge and then I will show them to you. Okay guys, here they are. Out of the freezer. They are absolutely gorgeous. This is a fun way to just make them seem a little fancier, I guess, but they're really basic, super easy. I'll take the rest of this cookie dough and freeze it, scoop it out onto a tray, put it in the freezer and freeze it and pull them out whenever we want, or one of the kids will cook them all and eat them. I would love to hear how you guys like your chocolate chip cookies, chewy, flat and crispy. That's how my dad loved them. But let me know what you guys think of this style video, and if you guys enjoyed it. I actually very much so enjoyed making it this way, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we will see you next time.